Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been getting personal readings from me and commenting, and subscribing and sharing my videos. Please continue to do that if these readings resonate with you. I know I'm getting back into the YouTube groove of things, so definitely I love interacting with you guys. I know some people just send me messages or like my Facebook, so thanks for all of that. um, and continue to send the messages. I like seeing when things resonate with you guys. So this is going to be an update on what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Now I did a pick a card video a few days ago, so do check that out. That's looking at what is going on with whoever is in your mind. What are they telling you? So do check that out. But this one we're going to look at what's going on with the Divine Masculine, specifically in terms of their energy in their life right now. Now we are still in Mercury retrograde. It ends in like a week or so, I think. I know I've personally, Mercury retrograde the last few days has been a bit rough, so hopefully you guys have been doing well with it and it's almost over. So let's see what's going on. And after we kind of get a read on what's going on, I'm going to do a quick pick a card at the end just to answer a question regarding the person that you are thinking of. So most likely Divine Masculine if you're watching this. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Okay. Okay, first card we have is the Two of Cups. And then two cards fell out on my lap. The Seven of Pentacles, looking at the Two of Cups, and the Justice card. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so clearly Divine Masculine, what's going on? I feel like they're thinking about their Divine Feminine, but they're waiting to get things right in their life. They're waiting to balance the karmic scale. So some Divine Masculine may be, in the process of clearing their karma and ending certain situations, starting new habits, new relationships, new jobs, all of that sort of thing, getting their life kind of right. Let's take a look. And especially with the Ace of Cups, so for some Divine Masculine, this could just be them kind of having a renewal of their own emotional love for themselves, renewing of emotions. And I just saw the Ace of Cups again, for how they feel towards themselves, kind of regaining strength from an emotional point of view. So if they're ending karmic ties, kind of healing themselves and then getting back on track with feeling good about themselves, feeling like they're in a stable place emotionally. Others, it is more of kind of renewing their connection with their Divine Feminine, whether in the 3D or not, of having that renewed connection with and feeling towards their feminine. So okay, yeah. Like I said, some people, they are either just really Divine Masculine or really thinking of their Divine Feminine, maybe even talking to their Divine Feminine. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups in reverse, and under that is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So they're having lots of thoughts about their Divine Feminine right now. Eight of Cups in reverse, thoughts about how they maybe walked away in the past, and they're wondering if someone has kind of come, if someone has come to their Divine Feminine and swooped in a little bit. So let's see a little bit more about this Eight of Cups situation. So this is already reminding me of, okay, there we have the World. It's already reminding me of, I think two of the piles from the pick a card reading, so definitely check that out. And even the World card, I think we got for one of the piles too. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. So again, this divine masculine are kind of thinking of their divine feminine, thinking over the way things left, thinking of how they kind of left and started their own journey, and how, like I said, they have karma that they're clearing. They have karmic cycles that they're kind of getting through, figuring a way out of, and underneath that is the Page of Swords, that they're having to learn how to speak up and kind of battle the challenging situations in their life, whether it's a person or not. And then we have the Five of Pentacles again, Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So they're feeling quite emotional. They're feeling quite distant from their divine feminine. But more than that, I feel like they're feeling quite, like I said, with the Ace of Cups here, they're going through a period of really kind of healing from an emotional point of view. So there are many divine masculine who are kind of either in the throes of going through a karmic ending and then feeling really emotional, feeling maybe not confident in themselves, feeling maybe a little bit like they're not worthy or they're not lovable, like they don't have enough love to give or no one's giving them love, feeling like that, almost a little sorry for themselves, but coming from a real place of like needing to have some emotional healing, needing to have some emotional strengthening so that they're able to kind of start a new chapter again. And the bottom of the deck, speaking of that, is the Magician. So from this place of feeling like they don't have enough, of feeling like, you know, no one's here for me, no one's supporting me, or I don't feel like I'm strong enough to do whatever, I don't feel like I'm getting what I want from an emotional point of view, they're going to start building from that because they are thinking about their past with their divine feminine. They are thinking about the way things ended, the way they left, and then the situation they're in now. Let's get another card. Okay, Seven of Pentacles again. So already we've had two fives, Five of Pentacles, and two sevens. So the person you're dealing with could definitely be a earth sign. And we got the Devil card before. So yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So the three cards that just came out were the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, they're in a stage of kind of reassessing things in their life, thinking of their divine feminine, and figuring out what they need to fix in order to be able to progress to the point where they're going to be able to offer or come to their divine feminine in some way. For some divine masculine, I definitely feel like they're opening up to their divine feminine about, you know, how they feel from an emotional point of view, how they're kind of in a time of just trying to work on themselves and, you know, improve themselves. Others, this is more just thinking in their mind about their divine feminine and reflecting on what's happened from the past. Now, the bottom of the deck is, yeah, another five now. So definitely look up the numbers 5, 5, 5, 5, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 as well, which again came through in the pick a card. Five of Swords. So again, thinking about the past, thinking about how things change, and maybe that even causing more emotional kind of realizations for the divine masculine. Now I'm gonna actually grab another deck because I feel like there's something else we're needing to see here. So bear with me. Okay. So let's get some more information. Okay, forgiveness. Yeah, they're going through a period of healing, of emotional repair, of getting to a place where they're stronger from an emotional point of view and they're not just reacting to things anymore. They're able to kind of objectively look at themselves and say, you know, maybe I'm acting a certain way because emotionally I feel like I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm staying in a situation because maybe emotionally I feel like I can't change or I can't shift out of it. So they're learning to forgive themselves. And that's really where you start to get healing from, when you forgive yourself and you realize, you know, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And I just can try to make better decisions going forward and not continually punish myself because of something from the past or because of something that was done to me. And look at that inner child, like I just said, looking at your past, forgiving yourself, forgiving the inner child within. For some divine feminine, especially, or sorry, for some divine masculine, with regards to their divine feminine, with this 10 of Pentacles as well, they're kind of looking at, and I feel like this is something, again, I picked up in the figure card. They're looking at, you know, the familial structures in their lives, and they're looking at, you know, maybe how there are some emotional wounds from the past that they've been dealing with that are kind of manifesting in different ways throughout their life. So I definitely think emotional healing and sharing of emotional healing, or thinking of their connection with their divine feminine, and then having some type of recognition within themselves about their kind of emotional intelligence and their emotional awareness is kind of what's going on for them. So if we look at the other cards for what's going on, so this is definitely more of like the internal, what's going on for the divine masculine. And I feel like this Seven of Pentacles and the Justice card is more of like the external, so what's going on in their environment. So they're definitely in the process of balancing things out. They're in the process of ending things, of making things right, of kind of stepping up to be the bigger person, stepping up to be the better version of themselves, and stepping up to kind of be honest and truthful with the people and situations in their lives, and pushing the need for balance, pushing the need for equality to the forefront of their life. And again, going back to the karmic things that are being balanced here with the Justice card, they're looking at the situations and relationships in their lives and being like, okay, what is not working that I'm trying to make work? Let me let that go. So let's get some cards to clarify this as well. So with the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, yeah, so they've been in the situation, and it may, for some divine feminine, feel like, yeah, you've been in a situation that's clearly not working, or clearly, you know, is not meant to be forever for a long time. And the divine masculine they realize that they don't want to be in this situation. In fact, for many divine masculine, whatever situation they're in that's causing them stress, they kind of distract themselves by looking towards their divine feminine and thinking of the connection they have with their feminine, and wanting to kind of escape there, again with this Ace of Swords kind of going into place, having those thoughts of their divine feminine. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So they're looking at the situation where they maybe initially offered someone a cup, and now they're like, I don't even want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. And with the Seven of Pentacles, again, it's like they're having to figure out how best to balance that situation, and how best to, you know, transition out of that situation. They can't just say, okay, I'm done, if there's lots of, you know, ties financially, materially, whatever, to whatever the karmic situation is, whether it's a job or a significant other or a family member or a friend. So the cards that came out is the Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So again, it's like they don't necessarily know how to tell someone, I don't want to work with them anymore. I want our relationship to change. I want our relationship to kind of shift a little bit. And they're trying to figure out within their mind, like, how do I do this? How do I express myself? Five of Pentacles again, underneath the King of Swords in reverse this time. How do I tell someone that, you know, I need to transition out of this because this is keeping me in an unhealthy place. I don't feel like I'm building here. In fact, you see there are a lot of cards that are looking towards the divine, or here towards the divine connection. They're wanting to say, like, I don't really feel like we're building anything anymore. we have the Hanged Man in reverse. That, how do I tell someone, like, I have realized, I've had the kind of aha moment that I've learned my lesson here. And the Hanged Man in reverse, it's like you're no longer hanging around waiting for kind of spiritual enlightenment to hit you. You've received it. You now know the answer. So now it's time to move. They've received that realization. They now know what this relationship was, what they learned. Maybe they learned what they do want, what they actually do want to receive by getting what they actually did not like having. It's like once you go through a situation, not only do you know what you don't want to have, you know that what you actually want to receive from another person. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So they're wanting to leave. I feel like for this for those who this resonates for, their divine masculine have already kind of emotionally been moving away. They've kind of emotionally already been checked out from whatever this karmic situations they're dealing with. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords, and they're just kind of waiting to rush away. But now they're getting enlightenment and they've received information on, okay, this is the way to execute the plan so that I'm able to leave physically the way that I feel like I've already left emotionally. Okay, Ace of Swords again, and the Death card. They're ready to drop the hammer and say, I need a change. It's time for me to complete the transformation. It's time for me to transition elsewhere. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. It's time to get out of this situation. Another 8. It's time for me to get out of this situation. I'm no longer trapped in my mind, thinking back and forth. What should I do? What should I do? The divine masculine have a plan about how to end their karmic situations, or how to, if they've already entered their karmic situations, how to get themselves back to a positive place where they are ready to execute the rest of the plan, where they're ready to start a new stage in their life. Because it's not just getting out of a karmic situation. You need some time to heal. If you think about it, if masculine or feminine washing, if your divine counterpart gets out of a karmic situation and immediately comes to you without taking that time to kind of refine themselves and reconnect with themselves and really soak in the lessons from the previous situation, they may not actually get the full benefit of what that experience was about. And you really want that for them, for their own personal healing, but also for the connection that you have with your counterpart. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, I was going to say no, but here we go. And with all of these swords, this divine masculine may also be air sign somewhere. And it's interesting with all of these, air energy we're getting, because we are in Mercury in retrograde, and that has to do with your thoughts as well, with communication. So this is all really timely of them, like, thinking about their divine feminine, of thinking and realizing what they need to do going forward. That's what retrograde is about, going back and reviewing so that when it hits direct, you're able to push play and just go for it. So we have the Page of Swords here. So again, I feel like they're kind of looking at their sword, looking at their ability to communicate and trying to figure out, how do I want to swing this? How do I want to say what I need to say in order to clear my karma? Because I'm ready to go to my divine feminine. So for some of them, like I said, if they're already out of their karmic situation, they're thinking about how to finish healing so they can move forward, and they're also thinking about what it is they would want to say to their divine feminine. So if we look at the Justice card, again, I feel like this is definitely karma related. Yeah, Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck is the Lovers card. So they're ready to, again, get their own renewal in life. And Seven of Swords is there again. They're ready to renew themselves, to get that emotional balance and just start a new clean slate where they feel balanced, where they feel strong from an emotional standpoint, both in themselves and in their life in general. So when there's situations where the love is kind of lost, where things aren't really balanced between them and whatever karmic situation they're dealing with, they're ready to say, I'm here for my own self-love, for my own self-worth, and that's what I'm here to try and balance. Speaking of, Two of Pentacles, that's what they're here to balance. Queen of Pentacles, they're here to really work on self-care. So again, I feel like there are divine masculines who have already kind of done the kind of step of saying, hey, this doesn't work for me anymore, I've ended the situation, but now they're trying to balance the other things in their life that are needing to be balanced so that they can feel good, so that they can get the emotional healing and cleansing and growth that they really need. They're working on balancing every aspect of their life. King of Wands, and they're learning, like I said, to get their confidence back, to get their mojo back, and know that they can be this kind of quote unquote more evolved or in tune person with their emotions, be emotionally strong and mature, and still be confident and still be able to manifest what they are desiring from life. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Tower reverse. So again, especially for those who've already gone through their process of some of the harder karmic endings in their lives, they're working on rebuilding after that. Things have already been shaken up, but now they're working on getting their groove back, so to speak. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So they're rediscovering what makes them happy. They're on a journey to kind of rebuild themselves. And it's interesting because as you can see in this Three of Pentacles, it's one man working by himself. So I feel like, again, the Divine Masculine is on their journey as this Page of Wands with this Ace of Wands, to really, bring a message, and I feel like it's even less of a message, but to refine themselves, to rediscover what it is that they're passionate about, rediscover their confidence, like I mentioned before, and just like building themselves back up, building up their confidence, building up their strength, building up their heart. And I know we don't have that many cups here, but I feel like that's what they're doing. They're rebuilding themselves. They're getting their strength back from an emotional point of view. They're getting their strength back with their confidence. So they may be going back and doing hobbies that they've done in the past, or kind of going back to the basics. Could be even going to people who really know them, to like really close friends and family, and rediscovering themselves and building themselves up with that kind of supported inner network. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, another seven coming up. So again, it's like they almost like tried to do this process a while ago, but it's like they weren't ready. They were maybe already, like I said, emotionally checked out, but they didn't put the intent in their actions to like end the situation. So if you're emotionally checked out of a situation but you're still involved with it, it's like you can't really get the same healing as when you leave it. So they're leaving the right way now. They're not leaving in a naive way. Judgment. They've made the decision. They're like, I'm ready to go. It's time for a new thing. I'm not going to be trapped in my thoughts anymore. I'm not going to be, my own worst enemy. So now let's get a card from the Oracle. So the cards that we got were the Divine Masculine, Refocus, which is what they're doing. And notice again that this is like a child on here. So they could be, again, like I said, going back to the basics, going back to their childhood, going back to their inner circle, and going there to rediscover themselves, going to nature. And we have material world. So they're reshaping their material world. They're refocusing on the things that give them passion. Now, just because I don't know why, the currency on here, so we have something from the UK, we have one from the US, and I think it's just it looks like it's just a UK British pound and then US currency. But the years are 2013 and 1997. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I feel like they're reshaping their worlds for sure. Bottom of the deck is crosswords because they've been at the crossroads a while, but now they're taking that action to refocus on the things that make them happy. They're reapplying their energy, and for masculine energy, they are manifestors. They live in the 3D world. So them going back and kind of refocusing on, I don't want to say material things, but on 3D things where they can really apply their energy in a way that revitalizes them. That's so important for them. So that's what I'm getting for this. Now I'm quickly going to pull a card from Angel Answers. I'm actually going to pull 3 cards. So choose the number 1, 2, or 3. Think of your question. So I'll just do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Take a second and think of your question. So if you chose 1, the answer to your question is wait. So if it's something where we're thinking of like, what should I do? Should I reach out? Should I wait for someone to contact me? Do I need to take action now? The answer is wait. So just hold off. There may be more information coming. It could be that it's just not the timing, especially if it involves communication. And especially the way like her arm is up, it's like there could be something that's about to happen. So just wait. Yeah, 2 of Swords, just wait it out. You don't have all the information yet. You don't see that there's more happening in whatever situation you're dealing with. So let things unfold a bit more. If you chose pile 2, success. So I feel like this is yes. So if you're wondering if something's going to happen, if you should do something, yes, it looks like it will be successful for you. It looks like have confidence that it's going to go in your favor. 8 of Swords. So don't overthink it. Know that you're going to be successful. Know that, you know, the universe is supporting you and is bringing you good news. Okay. Lastly, if you chose pile 3, we have ask for help from others. So if you're wondering about something, what action to take, if someone's going to do something, either if you're asking if someone else's actions, they could be getting help from other people, and if you're asking for something regarding yourself, you may need to get some counsel from, you know, someone in your network, someone in your friend group, your family, who is experienced in whatever that is. Okay, Queen of Wands, so you may need to ask a fire sign. You may need to ask someone who has had success in whatever it is that you are inquiring about. Or they may be asking help from someone who's had success in whatever field. If it's relationships, who maybe has a strong, healthy, balanced relationship with someone, and they're going to get good knowledge from that person, or you will get good knowledge from your fire sign person. So that is the reading. Let me know if it resonated. Let me know if the pick-a-pile resonated as well. I think I want to do more pick-a-piles because they're just kind of fun and interesting for me as well, and I like kind of just, you know, unloading the questions and seeing what, or unloading the card piles and see what comes through. So let me know, and I will definitely do that. If there are certain pickle piles that you're interested in seeing, let me know as well. I will be having a sale for Thanksgiving, so do look out for that. I'm also going to try and make it so that I can have faster turnaround times because I will have time off, so be on the lookout for that. But if you are interested in reading, you know, go to my website. All the information is there. Email me if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to help you. So thanks again for watching this video. I will see you in my next one, which will be on Sunday.